African elephant is under attack like never before. These are all babies, rescued by a charity near Nairobi in Kenya after being orphaned. Almost all their parents were killed for their tusks. As soon as these tiny tusks are more substantial, these elephants too will be targeted by poachers trying to make a quick fortune. But despite all the good work being done here at this charity, they only have 17 baby elephants here, and they just can't keep up with the rate at which the poachers are killing their parents. The slaughter of elephants has become so bad, whole populations are at risk of dying out. In Cameroon, 500 elephants were killed in just 1 week. The spike in poaching is believed to be the direct result of China's huge economic expansion into Africa. The Chinese are the biggest buyers of ivory. And so far, the fight back by the authorities is simply not keeping up with demand. Dozens of raids have been organised across Kenya. It is one of the largest exit points for ivory. Despite the search, nothing was found this time. It's frustrating work for the wildlife agents who fear time is not on their side. And what's your worst prediction if the world doesn't come together and try and fight
Many
this?
African range states will lose their entire populations. Because in Africa we have some range states with less than 100 individuals. Countries like Senegal, Sierra Leone, they have less than 100 elephants. And again, they are also struggling with their law enforcement. So with this struggle and with Chinese spread all over the continent in other development activities, we fear that many countries will lose the war and elephants might go extinct in many parts of Africa.
This is just one stockpile in Nairobi, gathered over the past few months. The street value from one of these tusks is around 40,000 British pounds once it's turned into jewellery or ornaments. This is the scale of the problem. This is a single consignment, 12 wooden boxes. In this box alone, there are 52 ivory tusks inside. So you can imagine, altogether, it's worth tens of thousands of pounds. And this is what it gets turned into. Chopsticks, which is a favourite for the Chinese, necklaces and bracelets, even combs. This is what the Chinese will pay hundreds of pounds worth. And it shows just what the Kenyan authorities are up against. Many game reserves now have security patrols to try to protect the elephants. This one was organised for the cameras. Ordinarily, there are quite simply not enough, and the crackdown needs to have more international cooperation and cohesion. Otherwise, the future for the African elephant does not look good. And once these young calves have been freed into the wild again, there'll be no match against the organised criminal poaching syndicates. Alex Crawford, Sky News, Kenya.